Is everything good?
Yes, everything is great.
Do you get excited for the Super Bowl as a guy so deeply ingrained in the basketball world?
Oh, yeah.
Still like...
I love football. Growing up was my favorite sport.
Oh, was it?
I wanted to be the next great tailback at USC.
Oh, yeah?
Obviously didn't happen.
Those plans
Ended up
got
playing
derailed.
Division III basketball, but...
Close. It's like a close.
Did you play high school football?
Yes, I played high school football.
Oh,
all the way
nice.
through.
That's funny because Chris's favorite sport growing up was basketball. Ended up playing football.
He was a great basketball player.
He was a very good basketball player.
Nick curled in high school,
That's
and
not
now
true. I lived in Kansas City. There was no curling whatsoever. Just lying to America at 7:01 a.m.
The internet was ablaze yesterday by a report that LeBron James could consider the Warriors as a free agent destination this summer, or a vacation destination whenever. James has been famously tight-lipped about his impending decision and left all options on the table. The opposite of tight-lipped is Kevin Durant, who was asked about this report, and shockingly, he did not mince words.
But, you know, in this league, you know, just like a couple years ago, me coming here, nobody would have thought that. So it's part of me as a basketball player that's just like, let's just worry about basketball. And then on the other side, we know this is business as well, and a lot of crazy things have happened since I've been in the league, and and even when years in the future is going to be even crazier things that's going to happen. So I just want people to enjoy what really goes on in between the lines.
All right, Nick, what was your reaction to KD's comments?
Well, the first word was kind of contrary to everything else he said. The first word seems to dismiss it, and then he's like, "But no one saw me coming here, and crazier things have happened, and
he
who
was
knows?"
laughing when he said it too.
And so one of our great producers, Brumley, brought up an interesting point. Do you remember when the initial report, I believe it was by Adrian Wojnarowski, came out that Kevin Durant could join the Warriors? They were at the time.
I had said it on our former network about in December, about a month before Woj.
Okay, so you said it when they were
I said
26-1,
yep.
or so it was, and then I think Woj's story came out when they were like 37-4, and people looked at it like they said you were crazy. You know what I mean? They said, what?
When I first was told it was a possibility in November, was told to sit on it, I thought it was nuts. But then the things I was told made me think, this actually could happen.
It could happen, and you started to realize, oh, like salary cap-wise, they could make it work. This is Durant going to the Warriors. The only reason I bring it up is I would not find this drastically more shocking than I found that. That team had won 73 games. That team had won a championship. It would be more shocking, but once Durant, like the reason I could not yesterday dismiss this out of hand is because I feel like I've learned that, to quote Kevin Garnett, I guess, anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
Like, any of those things are in play. Again, I want to make this very clear. I do not think LeBron James is going to sign with the Golden State Warriors. I do think he is aware of how fairly or unfairly it would affect his legacy.
It wouldn't be unfair.
I don't think
it wouldn't be unfair. When Kevin Durant, now, he got criticized. He took a lot of heat. I didn't kill him for it. This would be worse if LeBron went there. Number one, when Kevin Durant went there, they had only won one championship, and that one was highly controversial. Remember, Doc Rivers came out and said they got lucky. We were hurt.
Everyone they played was hurt.
Cleveland was hurt, lost 2 of their 3 stars. They were one of the most disrespected championship teams in recent memory. Then, in 2016, they lose. They did win 73, but they lose in the finals. They had talent, but it wasn't overwhelmingly the best talent in the league. They had no top 5 picks. They had a second-round pick as their 3rd star. So that would be much different. Going to that team would be totally different from a team that has become arguably one of the best ever.
So what do you think of what Durant said about the way he responded?
I was fine with it, because if I'm Golden State, I don't want to waste my time on this nonsense. The last thing I want to do is think about changing our team, particularly our core. And if I'm Golden State, I'm going to say it. LeBron James is the best player in the world. They don't need him. If I'm Golden State, I'm not even interested in him. If we win, assuming we do what everybody thinks we will, which is win the championship, handle it.
But, Chris, when you reported it that year about Durant thinking about it, that team didn't think they needed Durant. That team
did, though. It showed that they needed him.
Right, but once the playoffs started.
Again, they didn't have the like, I could make an argument in 2016 that if you just lined up the Cavaliers on this side and the Warriors on that side, I could argue the Cavs have more talent.
Well,
LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love versus Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson. It's fit. It's chemistry. Basketball is not just about accumulating the most talent.
Of course, and I understand that argument, and I would probably agree with that argument in hindsight. But you got to realize in the moment the discussion was Steph's the best player in the world, not LeBron. Like in the moment, people, I mean.
I told one of the great basketball minds, who I'll leave unnamed, I asked him, has Steph surpassed LeBron? He laughed in my face.
Okay, that's
the defensive end.
Well, that guy's very smart because Steph never surpassed LeBron.
There was talk.
It wasn't crazy to say Steph Curry's the best player in the world. I think a lot of people felt that. So again,
he had become the face of the league.
He'd become the face of the league. He was the most popular player in the world. And the discussion around the Cavs at that point in time was, oh my God, Cleveland's going to hate LeBron again. He's never going to win a title there. Like, because he had lost the previous year. The Warriors looked unstoppable headed into the playoffs with the 73 wins. Like, even midway through the finals, people were like, wait, the best years of LeBron were in Miami. He's never, and then that 3-game stretch changed everything. The only reason we're relitigating that is I just want people to remember how shocked they were. Maybe you weren't because you're
laying the groundwork for if LeBron were to go there, so you don't kill him.
No.
Kevin Durant was never in discussions for the greatest player of all time. He was never in discussions that it was going to affect or taint his legacy in any way.
Oh, that last part's not true.
Okay, the way Kevin Durant was looked at is a lot different than the way LeBron James is looked at right now. Him going there doesn't nearly do as much for his reputation then as it would for LeBron James going to Golden State right now.
Listen, LeBron's not going to go to the Warriors, and I want to make this clear. I'm not trying to set the template for anything. I try to be consistent. I killed Durant for what he did.
So if LeBron were to go there, you would kill him?
Absolutely, because I don't think it's drastically different than the Durant situation, and I killed Durant. So I got to be fair. What I fear is, and what I think would happen is, a lot of people that gave Durant a pass, maybe some people sitting to my left, would then kill LeBron.
And I gave Durant a pass because I felt, in principle, it was similar to what LeBron did. But just like you said, Jenna, I hold LeBron James to a higher standard than anybody else in the NBA because you're better than anybody else in the NBA. And I think LeBron understands that, and that's why I don't think he would do this.
What do you think are the greater chances, and you talked about this earlier this morning, that LeBron stays in Cleveland or that he goes to Golden State?
That's interesting.
Yeah, I'd be more surprised if he went to Golden State. I think there's a better chance he stays in Cleveland. Look, he cannot, under any circumstances, if Golden State wins the title, go there. I mean, and even if they don't, it wouldn't look good. Like, this cannot happen. LeBron James said 2 days ago, I am not going to do more without Kevin Love. I do me. No matter who's on the court, I don't change my game. Why? Because LeBron James is a Batman. He's not a Robin. And if going to Golden State would be the ultimate Robin move. I have more faith in LeBron James's game. I have more